back once again for another G.I. Joe Classified review. Today we're looking at Buzzer, and I can't wait to see how difficult it is to get these glasses to stay on his head. So, without further ado, let's crack into it. Alright, so you got the art here, which is really nice. Couple little Easter eggs in the back there. Grape soda, drum kit called Sliver reference, motorbike outside, and so on and so forth. We won't harp on too much about that today. He is number 106 in the line, and look at the back, which we won't worry about too much. Loadout, yada yada. And we'll just do a quick look at his skill sets and roles. So from left to right, the first one is Mercenary, and he is a level 2. The second one over there is Bladed Weapons, and he is a level 4. Next one over is Psyops, he's a level 1. And the next one over is Science, and he's a level 2, which obviously is somewhat of a reference to his original file card where he was a university student who ended up coming out to Australia, where I'm from, and joining a motorbike gang, which eventually led him to become a Dreadnok. So that's all that. Let's bust it open and have a look inside. So straight out the gate, we can confirm that it is actually 106 from the Pelican locker there. The figure seems to not have any issues looking at it from its cardboard coffin. His arm is a little bit janky, and so are his feet. Not too sure why, but yeah, I don't see any issues with it from the jump. So we're just gonna unfasten this real quick. Plastic ties gone. So Buzzer, aka Dick Blinken. What an actual name. No, I don't think anyone talks about that enough, that his real name is Dick Blinken. Or Dick Blinken Smith, if you want to be technically correct. So yeah, we've got the artwork there, which shows him in all his psychotic glory. But let's have a look at the figure. Alright, so face sculpt is pretty good. Obviously, we've never seen him without his glasses before. I personally think they made him look a little bit too sort of young. I feel like he could have been a bit more rugged. He seems a bit too handsome. Let's do a quick look at the arms, because this one was janky in the box. Well, that's a bit stiff. No, it's not too bad. Shoulders are moving pretty good. Yeah, it's all right. Have a quick look at his tattoo there. Quite nice. There's no vest with this figure. It's all one piece, as demonstrated there by the ab crunch. You got some nice detailing here, per the original figure, which I never had. And there's a great look at his skull and crossbones cod piece. And moving down to the legs. Yeah, drop down hips are in place. Doesn't seem to be loose. That's a bit stiff there, but he's got the ankle rockers. Feet are all good. Leg-wise, no issues there. And same there. I noticed with the recent batch of figures that I've received, haven't had much issue extending the legs, which is great. And that arm is a bit stiff though, but it does come down, as you can see. In terms of the back, there's not a great deal going on, but that is the figure. So, without further ado, let's crack into the accessories and get him all kitted out. Alright, so I took the liberty of removing everything from the package so we don't have to hear rustling paper on camera. And let's start with the first accessory I've picked up, which is his extremely bent baseball axe. Another fine example of quality issues with the accessories. It is quite flexible, as you can see. I guess a little bit of heat will straighten it up. Even then, it's still trying to curve. It's a nice accessory though. Some good detailing on it. The blade looks great. Just bendy. Yeah, it suits the aesthetic of the Dreadnoks. I can't hate on it. Next up, we have a knife. Surprise, surprise. You've seen these ones all before. They're nothing new. We're not reinventing the wheel. So let's just go ahead and slap that in where it needs to go. It's quite a short knife compared to the actual sheath. So look, it doesn't even, like if it was to go to the bottom of it. So they've cheaped out a little bit on that front. But it is an accessory nonetheless, so stand up, you bugger. There we go. Yep, thank you. Too many grape sodas for buzzer, it would appear. So the next accessory, oh, you are being a right royal geezer. There you go. The next accessory is his axe, or nunchuck axe, whatever you want to call it, which is obviously a nod to the original figure which came with this. This looks pretty cool actually. The chain, although not a real chain, has that nice linked effect. It is flexible, and the blade, it's nice silver paint apps to it. It's another nice accessory, again suited to the figure, and he wouldn't be Buzzer without it, in my opinion. Next up, the infamous glasses, which apparently don't sit well on his head from all reports. So let's go ahead and try and do that. Oh yeah, these are, you know what, hang on a moment. Let's just pop these in hand up here and see. Oh, these are crap. Look at that. Look at that. This is how these came out of the box. They don't even sit on his head properly. They're bent, they're warped, whatever you want to call it. That's piss poor. That just shouldn't happen. See? As I expected them to be crapola, they have turned out to be crapola. And, you know, if you look at the figure, without his glasses, he does lose his original look, you know. So I guess these can be glued or sticky tacked on or whatever, but yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with those. Maybe I'll try and heat them up and see if they sort of form back into a shape that'll sit on his head nicely, because that's just crap. Lame. Last is his chainsaw. Now, the blade does have a slight bend to it. It's not too bad, so I can't go over the top about that. But yeah, it's a chainsaw. We all know that he doesn't come with a backpack of any fuel or anything like that, but you can get one from Gridiron Studios with a full loadout if you want to trick the figure out more, because he doesn't have a single backpack accessory at all. So how he would be refueling this is anyone's question, but it is nice. I think it's an upgrade over the red chainsaw that came with the 25th version. And yeah, they haven't gone too ostentatious with it and made it look outlandish, which I like. That's the chainsaw. So Buzzer is pretty bare. Like, there's not a great deal to him. You know, I can put the chainsaw in his hands and that should hold nicely with very little issue, I dare say. Yep, that's cool. That should just pop in there. It is a bit gummy, so I'm just being gentle. I'm not trying to force it in there too much. Does look good with it. Now let's see how well he stands with it. A bit top heavy. Maybe if we just put his arms up a little bit. See if that alters things. Oh, he doesn't want to stand up today, does he? There we go. So you can hold the chainsaw well. As much as this is an iconic figure, I think it's a bit underwhelming. QC issues aside, I don't understand why they've gone and given us 1, 2, 3, 4 accessory, or sorry, 5 if you include the knife, which you really shouldn't at this point because almost every figure comes with one. I think they could have done a bit more. On the box, they show that he's consuming grape soda like all the Dreadnoks do. So why not throw a grape soda can in with him? Because Quick Kick comes with a fudgy bar. So I don't understand, like, what's the thinking here? Like, Easter eggs are nice and all, but when you're giving us a figure with very little that, you know, it does harken back to the original, but you're not getting much. Like, that's it. And yeah, all of those new tooling, cool, costs there, but I don't know, just step it up a little bit. You know, the Dreadnoks are iconic. People have been waiting for them for so long. And when you're going to have crap like this happen, and oh God, this thing's flying away. Crap like this happen, it's like, come on, man. If it was offset by something a bit better, I think, you know, people would be a bit happier. I reluctantly purchased this. I wanted it because I want the Dreadnoks, but I knew I was probably going to be underwhelmed, and I tried to go into this review with an objective view, and I was hoping that, you know, it might somewhat exceed my expectations, but realistically probably was never going to. But yeah, I'm reviewing this thing, so I'm going to tell you the truth, and that's how I feel about it. So I don't know. From all reports, Ripper, which I don't have yet, is pretty good, so that kind of makes up for it. But if they can do a home run on one hand there, why couldn't they nail this? Like, the first Dreadnok besides Zorana and Zartan, who I'm not even counting because they're technically not Dreadnoks per se. Well, they are, but they aren't. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just think it's underwhelming. So I'm not going to drag this review out. I'm just going to go ahead and give it my rating. It's two sharks out of 5. And that's, I think, the lowest score I've ever given a figure. So I guess I'm just going to wrap this up. You know, there's no point standing here talking about something when I've got really not much else to say about it. It's as bare bones as that. Thank you for watching or enduring this review. I know it's another buzzer review and a lot of people have already got him, but if you don't and you're watching this, well, I appreciate you checking it out. If you're new to the channel, please give me a sub. It'd be fantastic and much appreciated. And like the video, share it, whatever you like. Go back and check my old videos. So yeah, thank you once again, and until Hasbro gives us the Dreadnoks that we really want, have a great day.